Oh, how about them Game Awards, everybody? Holy crap, my head's still spinning from all the trailers that we saw last night. Welcome back, everybody. Good morning, and good to see you all here. Happy Friday for a game by the name of Flotsam. Open world survival city builder. Very cool stuff. Let me check and see if there's any updates for it, and we'll jump right in. Looks like we're all up to date, so let's begin. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Man, yesterday was crazy. Sons of the Forest 3 confirmed. New Ace Combat 8 confirmed. We also got some cool stuff for more news on Diablo. That's good stuff. And then a bunch of other stuff. I mean, honestly, I can't even think of them all. And there were quite a few things to be excited about yesterday. It was wild. It was wild. A lot of great trailers. A lot of great trailers. It was really nice. All right, welcome back to Flotsam. We'll be talking more about those trailers as we go, too. So remind me of any that you saw that pop out, because I got to go back and like write down stuff from the event, and there's a lot of cool stuff to get excited for. Hyped and excited. I'm sure you're all hyped and excited for this one. Did we enjoy the Expedition 33 show last night? Too many awards, man. They won too many. There's so many capable games out there. Crazy. But it was fun. I gotta say, it was a great presentation. I think the last like 3 years have been really good, where it's not too bogged down with ads, although last time it was just embarrassing with the amount of money Microsoft and Google are trying to spend to not appear to be the bad guys. Nothing from the Google ads looked appealing at all. It was all like, hey, download Google Play and then get our mega points. And it's like, no. Mega point? No. You play our games to earn points to win. No. And then Xbox was like, hey, man, we're sorry that we raised the price, but we're taking all the money that we earned for this like 45-minute ad of a dude walking around a vault. Like, come on, man. It's crazy. But it was good, and there's a I might have to rewatch it, because there was just so much stuff to write down and keep track of that was new. Okay, we're charging our battery. We're waiting to... What were we doing? There's a survivor over there. Maybe we're going to go rescue him? We got to go over here. Oh, that's right. We're going to go over here first. We're kind of like low on food and stuff. Not low on food, but... And now we have a new capacity of 7,500. We had a 2,500 capacity increase. Oh, yes. Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. That looked amazing. Very fun. Yeah, Divinity. Divinity was there. And then, that's what that was, that big thing in the desert. Yeah, it was just like every other trailer was something I wanted to play right then and there. Yep, KCD2 robbed, yep. Well, you know, you don't want history to win. Oh, is it? There's cars there. Oh, we haven't salvaged that yet. Okay, we're working on that. That's what we're waiting for. Okay, where's seaweed at? 29. All right, we'll grab more. Make a rope out of it. And no fish in the immediate area. Got plenty of Earl. We gathered 12 oil now. Now, wait a minute. We gathered from the gas station what they called to be gasoline, but it looked like it actually turned to oil. There was a gas station back there that we stopped at somewhere around here, and it turned out to be... there. Yeah, when we went to the near empty gas station, when we collected stuff, it said we're gathering gasoline, which made me think, okay, is there oil and gasoline in the game? Because those are different things. But apparently it's just oil. That's what we gathered. Okay, that was like the first time we gathered oil. What's up, Bradley? Good morning, Emma. Thank you very much for your co-hosting yesterday. There were a few comments about you yesterday. We'll talk. King Bad Bob, thank you for the 20 months, man. Thank you. And Keith with the 56. Thanks, guys, for all the support. I really hope you had fun yesterday during that Game Awards thing. There's always some particularly delightful bangers that are announced at that awards of the games. All right, let's go a little closer. Oh, comments. Who cares though? I had fun. Well, people said they liked that you joined, but if you don't care about your fans, I mean, you heard it here live, guys. Emma not caring about her fans. Referring to them as, quote, who cares? Wow. Criminal behavior. What's up, Star Bombs? Good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, and then, like, what was it? What the hell game won Sim Strategy Game of the Year? It wasn't the Altars, and it wasn't, like, Final Fantasy won something where we thought, like, the Altars or Kingdom Come should have won or something like that? I don't know. There's just a lot of robbery. There's a lot of criminal activity in Los Angeles. A lot of theft last night at the Game Awards. A lot of theft. Larian said that Divinity world would be larger than Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, apparently from what they said too, the Game Awards did say that Divinity was bigger than Baldur's Gate in terms of like sales and stuff. I don't know exactly how that works or what that means. Maybe it's been around longer. I don't know, but just exciting. Can't get over the mini flute, bro. Next year, that guy's gonna need like miniature surgery tools to use that. Final Fantasy won it, yeah, for strategy game of the year. Like, yeah, I don't think so, dude. Well, we'll have to do a new event called the Audited Game Awards. We can correct some of the theft. My dress did look great, thank you. Okay, so more metal there, and then 69 on refined scrap. Nice. Do I want to refine that? We have metal plates. 26, that's fine. Heck, we got a 10. Can't make more unless... Oh, we're all good there. 48 on that. Oh, we fully upgraded the thing too. I gotta get more mushrooms so I can make air filters to get people not sick. They've been sick for a long time, man. It's gonna be expensive to get those houses fixed though. We gotta go near the goop. Did Silk Song win anything? I don't think so. You know, I think if you go to the GameAwards.com, they might have all the categories with the nominees and winners still listed. It was wild though, but the fact that, you know, we all have our opinion on that and stuff means we all really care about, you know, the Game Awards and games in general, and we all want them to be good. And I believe a massive majority of games are good, and then there's great, and then mind-blowingly outstanding. You know, there's things. Games have to do a lot now to wow you because we're all veteran gamers. You know, we've seen twists and turns, we've seen gameplay loops, we've seen it all, man. When a game comes around to wow you, pretty good. Really enjoyed your awards coverage last night. Thank you. It was fun. I was not expecting a new Ace Combat. Now I'm hoping to hear from Bandai Namco. Maybe they'll have me come out. It's a good opportunity to do a playthrough of Ace Combat 7 on the channel again. And also Project Wingman. And I never played the DLC for that one. Or nor did I play the DLC for Ace Combat 7 either. But I love that Ace Combat. I was involved in that search for Kay when she went down over Yukdabania when that pillbox fired off that man pad. Or when, what's his name, Rock and Roller or whatever, took a hit over the Capitol, had to put his F-15 down in the center of the stadium while they were evacuating. Damn hero. Hero. Taking off from the highway at the end of Ace Combat 5 to take down the Solg satellite that was coming down towards Earth as a final act of vengeance. Some people don't know. Ah, damn. All right. I don't think we need to gather everything now. I think we got to just start looking for specific stuff. Those yellowfish are good, though. Those seem to have showed up out of nowhere. I don't remember those being there. Well, let's get close and go fishing. Food will always be important. Oh, we got a solar panel going too, which is nice. All right, fishy, fishy. Wasn't there more fish? Oh, there. All right, gone fishing. Final Fantasy series has a huge following. That's why I won Best Strategy. True. There should be some just default categories where budget, means something, but I don't know. Food's pretty good. Water's still pumping. We have to may swing by a water tower. I gotta go on a rescue mission. Oh yeah, we have to do this launch pad thing too, but we're not gonna be able to do that till later. We gotta rescue some other settlers, specialists before we do that. Oh, these redfish we need for making lubricant at the fish oil thing. Alright, let's go find those fish too. It's right off the nose. Right about here. Expedition 1 Game of the Year, Best Game Direction, Best Narrative, Best Art Direction, Best Score and Music, Best Audio Design, Best Performance, Best Independent Game, Best Debut Indie Game, and Best RPG. Wow. Wow. Trying to keep these numbers down. Imagine the disappointment when Red Dead Redemption 2 lost to Overwatch for Game of the Year. What? Did that actually happen? Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Music's chill, man. Went to God of War that year? Oh, the first one, yeah. Then God of War 2, I think, was nominated against like Baldur's Gate 3. And Baldur's Gate 3 won in 2023. Because I remember I met the guy from Larian. I forget his name. I get him confused with somebody else, but I met him at Digital Dragons because they were setting up a studio in Poland. So he was there to like meet people, including me. Oh, Baldur's Gate 3, I see. Yes, please play my game. I'd be so thankful to see it on your channel. I'll see what I can do. Thank you, my lord. We're going to need another water boiler, dude. And we're going to be using water probably for farming shortly, too. We get that all set up. Well, we're just going to need to do it, bruh. Need to leave room for houses up there, too. We have 16 people. What was that again? 8 and 8? Okay, we need to build more houses, too. There's 2 per house. There's 8 people in each of those neighborhoods. Oh, boy. That's all right. We'll use some supply. We're going to be rescuing, like, the botanist. And the houses bring beauty anyway. Even if they're vacant, they bring in 14, so that'll help with the sageness. Okay, we got to get water up. Another water storage look like. Water container. Small water container. Okay, we can put a small water there. Or another med bay. Maybe we'll keep that for med bays. And we're still fishing. Construction's going on, brother. Later we can reorganize the whole town. That is true. There's like the architect. It gives you like architect mode. Best suit award went to Raptor. Oh, thank you. Oh my god, I won. Yeah, we need to research sea shanties. You know, I can remember watching some of the original Game Awards, like at friends' houses. It wasn't even on the internet back then. The internet wasn't good enough to support streaming. I think the Game Awards originally, and I think it goes all the way back to what, 20, like, in my mind, I think it was like 20, 10, 11, 12, 13, something like that. And I think it was on like G4 TV, and there was just, of course, tons of sponsors because, you know, it was just starting and everything was very expensive. Now they get the ads to pay them, you know, for the trailers and stuff, which, you know, fair enough. That's what I'm there to see is new trailers. Ring ding dong. Ring a ding 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 dong. Oh, hey. Get those rookie numbers up. Let's see. Mjolfrit is ready for an upgrade. Yeah, do crafting. Architect mode, you can move buildings. I'm looking for that guy. You're looking for that guy? I'm looking for... Actually, it changed my, like, objective. How do I change my objective? Oh, yeah, now we're looking for the farmer. Farmware update. I want to go with the farmer because obviously we're going to get more people, but before I do that, I want to be able to feed them without having to stop all the time to do a mega amount of fishing. Because eventually we could do a fish farm, but then we need the aqua aquarist or something. Damn, and I totally want to play that. What was it again? 2-Point Museum. Zoozeum. The Zoozeum DLC. That was a hell of a game. I'm glad that was nominated at least. Also, Emma, BK, Arctic J, are you guys in the chat? Indrid, Lumberjack Dirty. Anybody we've streamed a particular game by the name of Parkitect? The developers reached out this morning asking a question. They basically wanted me to ask you a question. If I could get a hold of you. I'm your agent now, apparently. Which is fine. I don't mind helping. Have the Game Awards now been replaced by the Oscars by popularity and engagement? Yeah, I'd say it's pretty close. The Oscars just feels like something for old people now. And even though there's people who've been in there for like 30 plus years, Todd, Howard, and all these other people, they still feel young, hip, and cool. Like I feel like Todd Howard after the Game Awards hopped on his Harley and ripped and dipped back out home. I think he lives on the East Coast, but you know what I mean. Todd's not afraid of a long haul. You know. Oh, okay. Emma, well, Parkitect was asking if we were planning on any sort of holiday stream, which leads me to believe they watch these streams because I mentioned that. But maybe what we could do, Chad, is I could, you know, I could tell Parkitect, yeah, hey, we'll do some holiday streams with Parkitect. We'll build a nice little, I don't know, Christmas park or something like that, or a winter holiday, like a beautiful little park or something like that. I don't know. And then I could make mention, by the way, if you have more keys, we'd love to do a giveaway. And then I can, you know, I can give Chad a bunch of Parkitect keys, and you guys can play too. It can support up to 8 players, so if we don't get enough people, which could be the case, the Parkitect seems to suddenly after Saskatchewan was destroyed, been getting a lot of attention. Played that game 3-4 years with nothing. The Ev's not even acknowledging us. But then, interestingly enough, after Saskatchewan fires, now we're getting a little attention. Christmas Parkitect giveaway would be cool. Yeah, and I'll give all of our friends keys too to give away to their viewers, so we all win. It'll be fun. We stream, you guys watch and enjoy, do some giveaways. It's holiday season. Cool, chill vibes. Vibes chill good. All good. All right, where's the farmer? He's up there. So, and I hope that's not like toxic territory. It actually looks like yellow territory, so there could be food up there. All right, let's make our way up there. Ooh, nice double metal. We're gonna have to stop here and charge batteries. We'll need more sledgehammers again. I'm gonna need some more plastic. Okay, more sledgehammers. Standing by. The great arsonist, yeah. Will the keys only work on PC? Yeah, I think Parkitect's a PC only game. We had the July 4th Parkitect stream this year. Yeah, I always like to do it like on 4th of July and then like sometime in the fall. Or like Christmas winter time. So we'll see if we could shoehorn that in before the big raft event, which I don't know. I don't know if chat's going to want to see us play raft. I mean, I've already played it, but I'm just going to act like it's my first playthrough with everybody else and try to guide them. I want raft to be done as efficiently as possible, giving ample time for everybody to have the properly allotted fun. Not too much fun. Kojima was most disappointed yesterday. Maybe. Yeah, he did. I was expecting a couple of things. I was expecting yesterday. 100%. I was expecting for Kojima to go up and talk more about any of his games. And when we saw the trailer for Control, the new Control game, I thought that was going to be a Kojima game at a certain point. I was like, "Is this Kojima? It's got to be Kojima. It's got to be Kojima." And then Control pops up on the screen with the name, and I'm like, "Oh man, it's definitely a Kojima game." Wait a minute. You wish this game had city events like disasters, fire, crime. Ooh, that's good feedback for the devs. I mean, that could be something they add later. That's not something that's, you know, totally impossible. That could definitely happen. We'd watch you play Paint Drying Simulator. Well, there is a game coming out, I think, that might also have a playtest now or an early access or something called Drywall Eating Simulator. It's kind of hard now to tell whether or not these games are going to be, you know, like good or bad. Like if they're, you know, when you get an email for a game called like a game about digging a hole. And you're like, that's so stupid. And then you see the biggest streamers, everybody's covering it, and it's nominated for Game of the Year. And then you're like, the hell happened? Like, games like that could come out of nowhere. like Peak, RV There Yet. Ooh, actually, we got to play that first. On Tuesday, RV There Yet's getting new content. I don't know what that means. We're going to have to look into that, though. But I had so much fun with RV There Yet. We did so... I can't believe how kind of that game was pretty... It wasn't the most stressful game I ever played. But it certainly was along the lines of, like, how I consider SnowRunner to be a survival game. When you put a ton of hours into SnowRunner, and you're like on a big mission to drive some really big stuff through a very dangerous area, it feels like when you're low health in like a boss fight or something, in like a survival game or whatever, and it just feels like it gives you that survival game vibe where it's just like, dude, oh my god, I need to get to a save point, I need to heal, I need to, you know. But it's a truck driving game. You just don't roll over, but it's got that vibe. So with RV There Yet, I don't know, it was actually the best part of that game is when we got to the minefield. When we got to the minefield towards the end, everybody was just... That was the highest team level I've ever seen us in, even though it was hilarious. Everybody was just doing their part, locked in for the team, and it was great. Best part was BK in the fire. Yeah, we got to get those clips together. And make a short out of that, too. I guess that's what's great about the shorts, is to capture those little Werther's original, like, morsels of hilarity. Or we could just totally sell out and do World War II facts. Did you know World War II ended on August 1st, 1946, after Italy surrendered to Canada in the Battle of Australia? Wow, this AI video is awesome. 40 million views, 70 million likes. Wow. So good. So glad that the CEO of YouTube allows such misinformation and low effort. Actually, that should be a thing. There should be, just like a fire alarm in a building, there should be a low effort alarm on YouTube. And if the slop is that slop, it's got to go. YouTube's all about money, so it's like, well, then don't have 82% of your website be dedicated to videos that are absolute... literally a sewage pipe. And let, I don't know, 14-year-olds upload a crappy, low-quality Minecraft video with no audio, no sound, super low frame rate, and then later on they become the biggest YouTuber ever. That spirit of entrepreneurialism is gone. Dead. And Neil killed it. Neil before him. I think Fate of the Old Republic, which is coming out soon, is basically just... It's the story of YouTube. New record, 34 minutes, 59 seconds. Actually, I think yesterday was 28 minutes in the stream before the rants, but... Yeah, how come none of these media platforms or whatever have any sort of opt-out of slop option? How come I can't get a slop opt-out? I don't want to see any AI stuff. And if it is AI, I want there to be a 30-second black background, white text. This video was made. Lazily made. Corruptly. By laziness. But there's no money in that, so can't do it. Line has to go up in every avenue of profitability at all times. But at least we have our friends. That matters most. All right, Chad, I'm getting excited. We're less than a month away from Star Rupture coming out. We got so many big games to play. We got so much. Exclamation point schedule. It's going to be a wild time. Wild. Come for the game, stay for the rants. Yeah. True. Okay, locate distress signal, identify the source. Isn't that the same thing? Like if you were to locate where a distress signal was coming from and identify the source of where it was coming from, isn't that the same? That seems like the same thing. I guess what they mean is to go to where the distress signal is and then go into the building to find out more about it. I think that's what they mean. You wish that Tank Rat game was multiplayer. Yeah, Tank Rat was a cool one. Dude, every game that was announced was relatively interesting. I mean, we saw more of the Batman game, Lego Batman, which is going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. Okay, we got a lot of metal coming in. We should probably make more plates. 13, yep, we should definitely make more of that. Tank Rat equals Tank Head. The game apparently has been on Epic for a year. Speaking of Epic, folks, if you missed out, Hogwarts Legacy is free on the Epic Game Store until the 18th of December. And I think Epic is going to be doing a bunch of free games from now until the end of the year. So it might be worth your time to jump on Epic real quick and just kind of make sure you... I mean, if you play a game for free during these dark times, it's quite a blessing. Save you a little bit of money and spend it on some other game on Steam when the Steam sale hits. I think Epic's having a sale too, so don't forget about me. Use code Raptori at checkout. We got those gobblers. Let's make the gobblers into oil. Need more of that. Oh, we generate... Oh, yeah, I made some flour. Okay. You're going to play Terminator 2D No Fate. What? Gathering stuff like crazy. Let me put another thing here. Raft is this game's really getting me prepped for Raft. Truly. And then after I woke up this morning, I think I had 25 new emails of games that were announced around the Game Award, like just before the Game Awards, after the Game Awards. Crazy. Some fish there too. Food we're good on though. 43 is good. I want to make those really, really good meals though. Like the food truck. Which actually I think we did unlock. So maybe we should check out those recipes. Oh, damn, we got a fryer? Fries various ingredient resources. Is that going to use oil every time though? Oh, so the fryer is needed first to make ingredients, and then probably the food truck puts them together. It'll take like fried fish plus... Maybe we'll need to make like a tortilla or something like that. From like wheat from the farm. So sad that KCD2 lost out on an RPG award, but so fun watching it with you. I'm glad you were here. It was great. There was a lot of hype and passion and excitement yesterday. There certainly was. It was good times. Glad so many of you here were here for the mandatory fun. Wait, that's what the food truck looks like? That doesn't even look like a food truck. Wait, this looks like the barge from Fifth Element. When Bruce Willis is having like lo mein or something in his window. Oh, that's okay. It's actually a tractor. I see now. It's a tractor chassis where one of the wheels has been replaced with a paddle. All right, maybe we'll do the we'll do the food setup when we find the farmer, and first we'll make farms and stuff. Figure out how much that's gonna need. You were playing Borderlands 4 last night? Oh, yeah. Okay, wow, we're gathering a ton of stuff again. A tuna stuff. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. It's pretty good. Tuna. Oh, the fryer brings a -10, but the food truck brings a +5 in terms of beauty. And the mill brings a +15. Strange. I gotta get so many mushrooms so we can... I hope we can eventually grow the mushrooms because I want to put them... We need mushrooms to make an air filter to put in everybody's houses so they're not as sick. It seems to be the only way to bring things down. We're almost there. It looks like we're entering farmland territory too. Could be a multi-part quest, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. Yahar. The Vinyl Rabbit, welcome back. What's up, BMX? Deep Sorcery. Man, I wish YouTube would quit goofing around with your guys' names. Everybody had the display name they chose. Then it like went to everybody's like official username. Then it went back, and now it's back again. So dumb. How is this concept not Waterworld the movie? Well, I don't remember like exactly what happens in Waterworld, but they don't have like a city that moves, do they? Like there is a floating city, like a barge in the movie, and Kevin Costner's got like that sailboat, and there's an oil tanker, and I think at some point they find don't they like find and rescue a lady and a kid or something like that, and then they go to land, and then I'm gonna have to watch that movie again. Dude, when I went to Universal Studios in Japan, we sat down for the Waterworld show. It was great. It was really cool. It was all in Japanese, but I knew exactly what was going on, and there was just a tremendous performance. It was very well done. And they launched a frickin' airplane into the giant pool. Yeah, it's like Mad Max on water, yeah. I'm getting there. Glad we're gathering so much metal. Dobre. Opera du dobre. Seven Samurai? Yeah, I've heard of that. Power tools, we got 16 of those. Pumps, we got 12. I made one plasma cutter, but I haven't had the need for it just yet. $12 on the hydraulic press. Our objective is in the left corner. Okay, let's go forward. Can we spotted signs of life? There might be a survivor out there. Okay, they're not too far away. But let's go to our first objective. Oh, there's a water tower too. Lots of wood around here. Oh, it's like a robot. It's an Ark from Ark Raiders. Oh no. Holy fish gods, a transformer. Are those pitchforks jammed into the vents? Geez, someone went ham on this thing. Might have found the culprit, Captain. There's smoke coming from that farmhouse. Where? Over there. Oh, next to the other guy. We're gonna rescue 2 specialists? Oh, there's lots of stuff here. Oh, good, he's got electronics in there. Appliances and then more metal. All right, boys, have at it. Break it on down. I like how this video is YouTube featured, yet it took you 5 clicks to open it. What does that mean, chat? Some of you guys have come in and said, I love this, by the way. Me as a creator, you know, I'm told by my viewers that I'm, quote, featured, and then, of course, no transparency whatsoever from YouTube on what that means, or telling creators, hey, expect this coming change in a couple of months. Some people say it best by, and I agree with this too, and I've said this as well, like, if you need any sort of help from YouTube, unfortunately, you have to go viral with your story, have multiple YouTubers pick it up, get tens of millions of views on each of those videos, and then go to Twitter and then link your video, and then YouTube will reply with the boilerplate like, "We heard you, but unfortunately, we've exhausted all the options to." Yeah, you didn't even try, dude. It's a shame. I think YouTube had a poll the other day that I saw. On Twitter, they posted, like, what is your favorite era? It was like 2012, 2016, 2020, or now. And overwhelmingly, it was like 2012 and 2016 that people picked for YouTube. And then, of course, all the comments below it were just like people's nightmare stories of trying to get any sort of help from this company. I have no idea what it means. There's just a line under the video that says YouTube features. Can you screenshot that for me, Chris, and send that over? And Len is saying, click the bell and all, and it'll show in the feed when live. Yeah, they want people to sub to a channel and then, like, no way to opt out of things that you want to see. Things you don't want to see, things you are just tired of seeing in your feed and that you're not interested in and that you don't want any more of. Impossible. No options whatsoever to tell them no. But when it is something you want, well, we got to go through a 19-step verification process. We're going to need an ID, international ID as well, international driver's license, ironically. We're going to need a blood test, retinal scan. We're also going to need a record of your future kin's kin. Even if you don't have children or your children don't have children, still going to need to know. We're going to need their IDs too. Just anything to drag feet. Like, you could totally tell. You know, and all that's behind the illusion of safety or whatnot. And security. Always. Oh, dude. We gotta keep it safe. Meanwhile, I think 12 million channels were banned this year on YouTube. And rightfully so. Like, a lot of those are probably actual scam bot channels and things like that. Of just, you know, click farms and stuff. A few weeks ago here on this channel, I got like 800 subscribers in a stream alone. Which is like, we get a lot of subscribers, but 800 in one singular stream? And then, of course, the next day in the chat, they were trying to push some sort of a crypto coin or something. So I took the term that those bots were trying to use and just basically blacklisted it. And then, like, the day after that, we lost 800 subscribers because YouTube found the bots and basically, like, wiped their accounts. Or they all just unsubbed to the channel. But I have a feeling they would probably just stay subbed to look like a... Like, the more channels you're subscribed to, maybe the more... You know, people are subbed to more than one channel, so... Alright, thank you, Chris. Oh, good. We got 50 out of 50 water now. Excellent. Okay, let's shut these down for now. We're using a little bit of power, so those can shut down. And I think we're done here. Let's move on to rescue our survivor. Raptor, joyous Friday? Yeah, man. Look, I do a lot of complaining and call it out as it is what it is, but also I do try to just say, like, hey, let's spread some good vibes, too. Okay, I want to go there as well. That guy looks like he has potato. Is that eggs? That's got to be potatoes. Brambury. Oh, damn, there it is. There it is. There's your Waterworld reference right there. This guy's name is Gus Costner. Not Kevin Costner, but... Interesting. Welcome home, Kevin. Oh. All right, there we go. Dutch stream. Oh, yeah, I got to play with Thurston and Rick and Sebastian and Elmox again. I wonder if he'd be free for a midday. Let's see if Elmox is free for a midday. Let me contact his agent. In the midday here, we're going to be playing a game called Military Logistics Simulator, which comes out today. And seems like a pretty cool game where you manage a military base. Like you set up defenses and things like that. It's like you're a combat engineer, but also, you know, just your typical load stuff into a truck and manage inventories type thing. I asked Poglad if he's free. He's chose a dark path today. Dark path. Waterworld was the most expensive movie ever made when it released in '95. More than Jurassic Park? From '93? Damn, I thought 1993 CGI plus animatronics would have been the most expensive thing ever. The only other movie I know of that's the most expensive is it Avatar? Probably one of the Avatars. You thought Emma was his agent? No, Emma's a secret agent. Like, that's why she was wearing a dress yesterday. There always has to be a scene in those secret agent movies where everybody's at a fancy party with fancy dresses. And then just a high-speed chase needs to break out of nowhere. Wow, this guy's name is Tater Sower. Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying. I didn't need anyone before the flood, and I sure as right don't need anybody now. Oh, he's at a gravesite. Oh, no. What happened here? Can't you see? Blasted terraformer turned the area into a sun-scorched playground for some rich ghost. For some rich ghost? What? No clouds, no rain, just dust forever. Used to grow potatoes here. Potatoes! Last crop to ever give up. We got a floating town. Could use some people who know how to break soil and machines when needed. You looking to get your hands dirty? Yeah. Suppose I could lend a hand. Be good to see some green again. All right. And that quest is complete. Cool. Now we got him with us. Now we can unlock new research. He's probably going to come aboard and then ask us to make something, so we'll wait to see what he wants us to make. Probably a potato field. Show me potato salad. We'll probably do farms back here. Nice big open spot. You feel that gacha game should be in a separate category? I do feel like the Game Awards needs more categories and to break things up a little bit more. I mean, again, they're lumping sports and racing games together, which means like Forza and like FIFA are the same. They're up for the same award, and it's like, no, man. There's enough sports games and racing games released in a year where you can really try to highlight all these cool little different hell, just do one in driving simulation. Put like ATS. It's amazing, dude. Everybody plays ATS in Euro Truck, and or they've heard of it, and or watched the streams on it. So what's the problem with like? What would be the problem with giving that an award? What's the problem, man? Okay, inventory's full again. Surprise, surprise. But let me try some farming research. We can grow corn, potato, tomato, wheat, greens, beans, potatoes, hogs, logs, you name it. Actually, we can grow logs pretty soon when we unlock tree farming from the botanist. Oh, now here we go. Seems mighty backwards. Crops not growing in the middle of all this water, but the soil's been soaked in salt and tainted by acid rains. We'll have to make our own. We need bio waste and patience. Build me a bio boiler. Let's see if we can breathe life back into this dirt. Love the smell of fresh compost in the morning. About time we lay us down a field. Okay, so we finished the bio burner. Now he wants a field. We got to research that. And that's what we're doing. Yeah, I don't really want to store any more stuff. I feel like we should just make use of what we got. We got a ton of seaweed. Let's turn that into rope. And that's gonna suck, but let's get some seaweed salads up just to buy us a little bit of time till we get good food. More metal. Let's do... more compost to the bio burner. That'll be needed for farming. Farming. Do some farming. One of the best movies at sea was Dead Calm with Sam Neill and Nicole Kidman. Really? What's that about? I don't think I've heard of that. Anyone know how to make space meal in Flotsam? That might be related to the astronaut quest. Oh, finally, this guy's getting here. I know. Why is that person swimming there? Oh, because I said it'd be via swim, not boat. Why? Why? It's all good. Jurassic Park's budget 93 was 63 million. Waterworld 95 budget was 175 to 180 million. Holy crap, it was more than double Jurassic Park's budget? Damn. Wow. Wow. I want to see if we can get animals in our town, since I think there was an option to make animal chow. I think you are right. Well, animal chow might be for your fish, because you can get the... Yeah, maybe you have to feed the fish, because there's like an aquarist or something. Oh, there we go. Person has no skills either? Wrenchly? Come on, man. How do you not have a skill? They had to ship all that water in and it was expensive. Yeah, it had to be locally sourced. Yeah, Kevin Costner and Dennis Hopper probably got some good money for that movie too, especially Kevin Costner, because that was after like Dances with Wolves, and when you get some notoriety like that, you can pull some big bucks. Did I get seagulls yet? Not yet. We're working on I'm basically finishing up the farmer's quest, and then some of these things are a little not necessarily RNG, but we can only do one at a time. So first I went like electricity, then I went bigger boat capacity, now I'm doing food so I can get more people. The soil survivor. Use compost, research a field, and build. Okay. And we're getting there. Salad shooter helps you every day. Disney's John Carter was 250 million. Damn, I forgot all about that movie. Disney just needs to meet with me for 5 minutes, and I'll set them straight. Look, drop all the real life crap, the live action stuff. Go ahead and drop that. Incredibles 3, release that next year. Do more of the good Pixar stuff. And don't ever talk to Jack Black or The Rock again. I know you want to. I know you want to make endless movies with them, but stop it. Stop. Now bring back the Disney Channel and start showing how. You bring back 2 Disney channels. One, 24 hours a day, you show Hocus Pocus with Bette Midler. That's one channel. Just one channel. And then the other one, you show stuff between 1995 and 2005. Reruns. And then every 48 to 24 hours, you show the Goofy movie once. Boom. Octuple trillion-dollar company. Like whatever they got now, profits octuple. Done. Drop it, everything else. And feel free to bring something out of the Disney Vault every once in a while, re-release it on DVD, although they can't do that. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker was $490 million, most expensive budget today. That was more than Avatar? I thought Avatar was like $1 billion to make, and then what made like, I don't know, 10 billion back or something. I didn't even know that was the most expensive movie. Wow. I was convinced it was still Avatar. "2000 Leagues Under the Sea" was another great movie. At sea, starring Kirk Douglas. Oh yeah. Are we getting another? We're getting another Shrek, right? I know Shrek's not Disney, is it? That's DreamWorks, but do they own DreamWorks? Is that I don't know. I think Shrek is somebody else. Although things get a little weird when you involve royalties and ownership and stuff. All right, good. There's some more mushrooms there. Let's go get those mushrooms. Need that. We need to make those air filters. Somebody go grab that. Avatar is the 42nd most expensive? What? What? 42nd? We're getting Toy Story 5. I was happy with how Toy Story ended up at the very end with that antique shop and stuff. I remember going and seeing the 4th movie with a friend. And that must have been like 2019? I think the last movie I saw in theaters, Chad, is when I told you I went to I'm pretty sure it was the Mario movie. I think that was the last time I made the mistake of leaving the house. Oh, yeah, adjusted for inflation, yeah. Hopefully now that you have the farmer, mushrooms can be farmed. I didn't see it in the first list of research. It looked like it was tomatoes and wheat and stuff, but maybe eventually we can get mushrooms. You miss a actual original movie. Seems any more retreads? Yeah. In 1963, Cleopatra had 44 million. That's over 425 million today. Whoa. That's big. Minecraft movie was your last one? Oh, you saw Deadpool in theaters. Oh, yeah. I watched pretty much all the Deadpools, I think, on planes over the years. I've always enjoyed those. Whenever I see a Deadpool, I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. The jokes are wonderful. Good delivery with the jokes in Deadpool. I appreciate the sass. Yeah, let's get more water going. We're down to 18 food. I'm going to try to swing through here. Try to stay out of the toxic stuff. Ooh, is that solar panels? Aluminum warehouse. It looks like it has solar panels on it. Okay, let's get the aluminum first. Captain, we're picking up several radio signals. Oh, damn. Oh, we got the chef, Le Chef. Architect. Botanist. We got the chemist, too. The bird keeper, the aquaculturalist, the chemist. I think I kind of want to do the chemist just to keep research going. Because there's some pretty good research that's locked behind the engineer and the chemist. And I'd like to keep research going. But I want to get all these people. The chef, the architect, botanist, and the chemist, aquaculturalist, and the bird keeper. These are all quests too, by the way. So this is kind of like the story of the game. So when we have all these people, I think that'll lead to the end of the game. Toxin telemetry barrel TB547. Status active contents plastic 34 units, oil 611 units, degradation rate 0.08 units an hour. Data ping is tracking some kind of chemical breakdown process. Plastic seems to be degrading fast. Someone set up this, might be worth checking out. Over there. Oh, not even that far. Awesome. Okay. We're in a good spot. The architect's amazing. We'll get that architect. We will. A New Hope cost 11 million and grossed 775 million worldwide. Damn. I want to forage those mushrooms. I want to get those gobbler fish. Also, what's up with the polluted seaweed? Is that like... I feel like we need to clean that, but it could be like its own resource. I don't think so, though. Game looks fun to you. This is great if you like Raft, and if you like city builders. It's like the perfect mix. Oh, I got 18 people now on the boat. Oh, good. Research is almost done on farming. We're gonna get some people on farming for sure. You think someone said previously the architect allows you to move buildings around without demolish and rebuild? That's good. I think I kept the town pretty organized, though. We got like a residential district up front. You know, I got like food and water being made over here, mostly. Heavy industrial, and then like farming and storage. All down there with, you know, some random things mixed in. We got our boat bay on the starboard side. The starboard side of the city. We're locked in. Let's speed up time a little bit. We're just waiting for research. And aluminium. Oh, we got, yeah, tomatoes as well. So the farming is going to lead towards, he might have a, actually, wait, the chef will probably ask us to make the food truck and all that stuff. But I can still make it in advance. But I'm going to save room for the farming first. Good sign, farming is done. Okay, the chemist will lead to chemistry, which leads to the chemical lab, which then leads to eel power. Eel power generator generates 32 eels by feeding eel chow to... Oh, so that might be where animal feed comes from. Eel chow to electric eels. So farming will be tied into that. Oil refining too. Refines oil. Refines oil. Oh, we can also research plastic now that we have... Well, the chemist will come soon. Finally, space program, and then something else. Alright, so it doesn't look like we can grow mushrooms. I don't see that anywhere, but... Field, 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 field. Okay, we can do a big 5x5s. I think we could do a couple 2-3 big 5x5s. Only takes 3 compost. Okay, so what can we grow again? Tomatoes, wheat, potatoes, corn? Yeah. Wheat, tomatoes, potatoes, and corn. Well, we'll just start with the 3. You love to go to the movies even though you used to cosplay the Star Wars films? That's how to do it. Let's get to potato planting. Plant potato. It takes a potato to make a potato. Okay, so we won't be able to do wheat. I'll have to go find more wheat. Oh, you can, Oh, that's... Okay, I thought the game was going to make us only do 1 field. Okay, I like how they broke that down. So you can do a field like half and half. That's nice. Now you can plant all you want. Nothing on this green earth grows without fresh water. Let's give them what they need and wait for them to grow. All right, yep, so we'll need a lot of water. Okay, so that's going to be potatoes. Then we'll grow tomatoes. And then corn. I'll just do 1 field per... So then when it grows, it'll probably produce like 2 or 3. We'll see how it goes. Ah, that's cool. Harvest overgrown crops. We got people that are mad. Why are you mad, bro? Ate an icky meal. Icky meal. Ah, seaweed's the icky meal. Alright, well, those days are gone. We just need to keep you guys fed. We're gonna get you guys good meals now. Alright, let's make air filters. We gotta make like 2 air filters per house. So I need to keep finding those mushrooms. Your class went on a field trip to watch the original Star Wars when it released in '77. You were 10. Wow. You were 5 when you saw the original Star Wars in theaters? First one I saw in theaters was Episode 1. And then I remember when I was in high school, finishing that up when Episode 3 came out. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, we got a lot of people getting a little spicy in the toxicity. We got to focus on that. Hopefully, maybe the chemist can provide like a chemical shower. Surprised the doctor really can't do anything for anybody. So they're like diseased. Available water 845 milliliters. Daily consumption 630 per field. Oh no, it's per crop. Okay, so the crops increase the they don't just water for no. Well, that's actually really well done. The fact that they made it based on the amount of crops you have to water and not necessarily the just watering the field just to water it. Hydro homies use a total of 100 fresh water per day. Wow. That we're all out of food. We'll work on food today too. These people are really unhappy about the food situation. A region has been scouted. IRC? IRC chat? Wow. That's a thing. I'm going to pull forward a little bit. Try to get closer to that objective. Let's see how long it takes plants to grow. We planted all of our food, but we're bringing back fish. Those farms didn't even weigh that much. Glad we got plenty of room for farming, though. More food's just going to equal more food. There's still a chance for a Christmas haircut. What? What do you mean? This game's chill. Oh, we got 30 aluminum too. Could start smelting a little bit of that down. Just do 10 at a time. Raptor says fish are coming back in style. You're going to try to fry cod tonight? I'd like to go out for some fish and chip. Would be nice. That would require a journey outside, however. Let's not make any more corn on the cob. Nibbler and potato will be good. We're gonna have to find more potato, though. I don't even know what we're gonna use tomato on. I don't think we have a recipe for that. Fishing's gonna take a while. Okay, let's try to find the angriest people's house and make them happy. A U-boat. He's pretty mad. We'll install an air filter for now. Oh. Morale also reduces their walking speed and stuff like that too. So we gotta work on getting those numbers up. Pump those numbers up. Ooh, what is this? A new game email. What is this? Have to watch that trailer later. Oh, we can use tomatoes with the chef? That's what I suspected. Alright. We also could build that food truck in the fryer. That'll be good. You lived opposite the Rockstar North office during your studies there. The building was very cool. Oh. Chat facts. Seems like no meals are better than icky meals. Might need to add some more boats for fishing, I think. Fishing do take a while. How many electronics do we have now? Doesn't look like that. Three. We have three, okay. Oh, good. The crops are approaching about halfway. Okay, we need to up our game in terms of gathering fish so we can move from location to location faster. And we have quite a few people who are capable of fishing rather quickly. Then what I think we'll do is when we can get a fish farm, I'll probably tag it onto the back of the ship. Man, if Raft allowed us to build like this, it'd be awesome. Raft 2, 10-player mayhem like this would be awesome. 10-player multiplayer mayhem. Oh, Raft Day 1 is going to be a hoot. I also just recalled the trailer that we saw for Toxic Commando as well. That's releasing, I think, was it March 12th next year? A lot of big games in February and March next year. Speed up fishing. There we go. Food's being made. Yeah, the food truck will be much better. Standing by. All right, we can move again. Go figure out what the chemist wants. Oh, there it is. What is that thing? Oh, we have to salvage it. Paul, thank you very much for the sub, dude. Appreciate it. We found it. The toxic barrel filled entirely with oil. Haven't seen this much in one place since the shortage. Signal being sent to a chemical factory not far from here. It seems recent. Whoever did this might still be alive. Over there. Yeah, not far from here. A long way. They're making oil out of plastic? I don't know what we're gathering. Right, the tomatoes grow faster than the potatoes, but well, we have a recipe for it at the moment. Okay, I'm gonna go fishing. Get everybody fed. Looking good. All right, let's get everything gathered up. Wonder if we should do another fish grill just for now. And then we'll switch to food truck and stuff a little bit later. Sunken Land is a water-based building survival game from 2023. Yeah, I think I remember playing that. And I heard the studio went under, maybe? It's ridiculous that we can't just simply rotate a building to fit clearly there where it can clearly fit. We'll go with all that. Stack up tons of good food before the before we get the chef, which could be a little while. Well, at least we have more basic raw food. Fish and chip ain't that bad. Although arguably, we're not frying it. We're using all natural ingredients. Someone standing around just watching. Man, those take forever to build. Can't rotate litigation. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, it, you know, you could clearly, you know, walk onto this side or whatever. I don't know. Okay, so we want to set it up to 1. Until we have potatoes, yeah. Okay. And potatoes are about halfway. We got a lot of fish and more coming in too. At least we'll get some decent basic food up. I anticipated that being a problem. Glad we went with the farmer when we did. Looks like we harvested everything there was. Did we get those? I think we did. Oh, good. There's a hardware store and a grocery store here. And there is some fish, too. Uh-oh. We're gonna have a power shortage. Have we found a Greg's yet? Not yet. Now, I know we could produce oil power, but I'm gonna hold on to the oil we have until I can make more of it. And we have plenty of firewood, so... Another dumb example of not... Dude, why? Dumb. Then I have to do this thing to bypass it. Like, it's not... It'll let me build my way if I, like, do a thing to bypass its rules. Like, I gotta count out 4 and then build a thing here to build the power. Dumb. More unlimited power, yep. Well, we got plenty of firewood. And we got a bunch of food waiting for everybody. Whoa. Drifters are in mortal danger. Okay, they're hungry. Okay, don't worry. All day today we're making food. Get them fed first. Oh, baby. $2 for the building rotation litigation fund. Yeah, why can't a player rotate a building 360? Looking a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. We've got somebody going to bring meals back. I think we'll be all right. It's close. Do you think it's worth it to build other types of paths? Yeah, some of them have like a decorative bonus, I think. But they use wooden planks. And our decorative bonus right now is at plus 31. So I don't really need more decorations at the moment, but we could do it. Okay, looks like we have 18 food, so that's good. That's only gonna get better. Ooh. Close, Chad, not gonna lie. But that's why I went for the farmer. Food will get better with them taters. Hopefully. If we find another farm field, I think I'm just going to keep planting. We'll plant half next time. Or whatever, we'll figure it out. The two that are the hungriest are doing all the cooking. Well, no wonder they're hungry. They're standing there smelling good food all day. Where do we have to go? We have to go east. Okay, we got 3 sources of fish here. Yeah, firewood's looking all right, so we're okay. Be a little worried if it gets down to the 30s and 20s, but 60 is fine. Water's full again, too. Nice. Shut down one for now. Boom, boom, down. Pretty sure we can't do any other research. We get that chemist. Chemist and the architect will unlock a lot, though, for research. So that's key. Wow, we made it 100 days. We made it. Another town up here, which could be more food. I see another restaurant. And more metal. Another upgrade. Oh, we need more sledgehammers. Oh, we're gonna need more. We need to find more plastic now. Deploy the fleets. And we want some fish. Ooh, them taters almost done. So I wonder how many they're going to make per crop. Each potato plant took one potato. We'll see. More upgrades. Jeez. People are getting upgraded. Go for the higher skills for now. First try indeed. Guys, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. Thank you. Alright, good to see that amount of food. Good. We really had to stack up another upgrade. Man, our people are working. Level 10 crafter. I think that's our first level 10. Level 10. God tier. Want to keep making more fish oil too. If we get to 250 likes, can we see Space Bear? Oh, I don't know. YouTube's made it harder for me to even see that on the dashboard. They don't want you liking. They just want you watching shorts. An AI slop. But I don't even know where Space Bear is. I think I put it aside to make room for the big nug. Chat's favorite emote of 2025 on Twitch. And I suspect going forward will be a continued big favorite. The Dino Nug. Seasoned, reach day 100. Well, we're 101 days in now. Plenty of food. Okay, we're out of space again. Make more planks. Turn on our other water boiler. We need more floaters. You were finally able to download Hogwarts for free. Oh, congratulations. Yep. Now free on the Epic Game Store. Hogwarts Legacy. Till the 18th of December. I don't think we have any containers, but I need more plastic for that. Who's still hungry? You have an alert for 2 people? Yeah, good point. I mean, all I can do now is wait for them to go eat. We got 42 food, so it's kind of on them. Maybe they'll eat tonight. Ooh, wait, there's Gobbler right there. I want to get that. Or whatever it is. Next free game is in 5 hours, 22 minutes. Chat, do me a big favor. I'm calling it a big favor for chat. Epic Game Store and a lot of other places for the holidays might be dropping a bunch of free games and our hot deals and stuff. So if anything big comes up that you think chat would like, make mention of it. If you see a free deal or something somewhere, just say something. We'll spread the word. Then people can choose if they want to get it or not or whatever. They can make an informed business decision. Yeah. Well, potatoes are ready for harvest and our inventory is full. Let's move stuff to these areas. And we can make more ropes too. I like the little banjo every once in a while too. It's kind of more like a theme than it is like a song, you know? It's not like a soundtrack, it's just kind of a vibe that plays. Kind of nice. Let's just try to make 30 of those, and I need to save some plastic for other things too. And then what about our sorter? Is that working? It is. Smell that harvest. After everything, it's potatoes that make me smile again. Hey, we did it. All right, quest complete on the farmer finally. Now they're harvesting potatoes. Now we can make better meals over at the grills. How many potatoes did we get? Ooh, they keep regrowing. Oh, the crop replenishes. Look at that. All right, that's cool. All right, that's awesome. So once you dedicate a like a crop to a field, it'll just continuously regrow. Love it. And firewood's still good at 61. Firewood seems to hold pretty steady. Oh, there's a library or a bookstore. It's been a while since we've seen one of those. What's up, other Matt? Been a while since we've seen books. Lots of tools at that hardware store. Hey, Dirty. Dirty Project Zomboid has multiplayer now for Build 42. We found out yesterday that Project Zomboid updated, and Build 42 now has official multiplayer. So it might be something cool for you to do in the future. With Lumba. Or whoever. Just spreading the news. Spreading the news. Lots of plastic in this area. You gotta try this. I have a copy. It's not co-op right now. This is a single-player city builder. But, Dirty, I think Raft would be a great game for you to play. Would be a good one. It would. You down to play Project Zomboid with me? I think we may play tomorrow on the midday. And Sunday, too. It's going to be a lot of people's first times playing, I think. We got a lot of veterans, too. It's going to get weird with a lot of people. We're going to have to figure out... Yeah, it's always a tough one, because everybody wants to play together, but the purpose of Zomboid is that you all spread out to go look for stuff. But I heard there's like new farming mechanics and things like that, so maybe we can pick a central... And we could send people off in teams of 3 to go get stuff from various towns, and then we come back to a central base and try to build a big O farming base. Because I've not really done building in the game, and I don't really like the building at the moment, but with a farm and with some changes to it, I'd be interested to try it again. That's like being a nomad in a truck. It'll be fun, though. Project Zomboid tomorrow. Well, if chat's good. If chat behaves, we'll play Zomboid tomorrow. Chat's usually pretty behaved. Then we got Star Rupture next month, which will be fun. I enjoyed getting organized in that game. The D-Rust in that, like the first 2 days I played that, I was just like, what am I going to do? How am I going to organize this factory? And then by day 3, it was lock in. Oh, here we go. All right, Kevin Costner finally upgraded. He's a tier 3 crafter. Let's get him to 4. Should someone give a nurse a call? Nurse is cool. Keep making a little bit more fish oil. Wow, we got a lot of stuff to salvage here. Holy crap, there's even more plastic up there. I need that plastic, though. We gotta make, more floaters. Back up to 40 on that. Wow. Why don't you upgrade the thing with the heart? What thing?
Raptor, not sure if you heard, but John Carpenter Toxic Commando has release date on Steam 12th of March 2026.
I mentioned that earlier today. We did see that on our Game Awards stream yesterday too. The extendo trailer for that Toxic Commando looks a lot of fun. Yeah, Don, we did see. And hype and excitement is real. Thank you. Welcome back. Well, why don't I upgrade the things that they love? Oh, well, because I don't really care. Like, I need them to do the things I need them to do. Which it seems to come down to mostly in this game. We're always going to be crafting, so crafting is most important. And we're always going to be fishing and salvaging. Those are the things that keep people alive. Like, some of these people really like electricity management, but it's like, no, go fish. Like, that's gonna... They might want to do farming, they might want to do, like, electricity management or something, but, I mean, if what they want to do happens to line up with what we need them to do, you know. But yeah, I just put everybody on research because that takes a while, crafting because that takes a while, cooking, fishing. It's just basically the standard base operation stuff. Well, it does matter. Like if you level them up in the things that they like, and if you make them do those things a lot, it'll make them happier. But other things make them happy too, like a good meal, a good home, decorations. So it seems to be easier to build houses and decorations and stuff than it is to make sure that like Bubba Qual is working at the crafting station all the time. Like I don't have all the time to micromanage, or really the interest to like go through and like make sure everybody's micromanaging every job type. Like the farmer down here, and it's weird too because this guy's a farmer, right? But he really likes construction, electricity management, and like hauling boxes, but he doesn't have any interest in farming, the thing that he's supposed to be a specialist to do. It's kind of weird. And then we like rescued a doctor, and you'd think that a doctor would have some sort of intelligence and research, or maybe crafting or something, and we got a doctor that was all zeros. Like I had to basically get them to do any job to get them research points to start them from zero. So it's like, well, it certainly does matter for morale and happiness, but in the grand scheme of things, it's just easier to get everybody to pump out a ton of materials than do things that the community likes, like nice houses, little town square, and good food. That seems to matter more. And everybody's got to work a crappy job on the raft every once in a while. Like anybody can make medicine on our ship. Like if we go to the apothecary thing and fire it up, like the doctor's not the only one that could work it, so it's kind of weird. Like once a doctor or the farmer came onto the ship, then it just unlocked it in our research thing too. I don't even think they did the research. The game just checks like, hey, do you have the chef on board? If so, anybody can research culinary cooking or something. I don't think they actually need to be doing the job or the research themselves, which is nice gameplay-wise because then it doesn't bottleneck stuff all the time. Do they level faster doing the stuff they like? Now, that's a good question. That could be. I don't know the answer to that, but actually if that were a game mechanic, that would be quite cool. We're going to be here a while. We're going to be here a while. trailers that are full on water. Give them all Netflix account, yeah, to keep them happy. More rope. All right, things are good. Oh, we have 26 containers. Good. Wow, wow. Man, look at them offload stuff. Well, we're in a much better situation than we were just moments ago. It was getting rough. Luckily, toxic levels are not too high. U-boat was the highest, and with that air filter, he went down to next to nothing. So we got to focus on those air filters too for more people. Which actually, can we make another one? We can. So who's the next toxic? Bubba and Shroot. Install an air filter in there too. Just have those two making electricity all the time. Actually, wait a minute. Let's do 90 and 80. Bears can swim. Keep an eye out. All right. Good pro tip. Investigate the chemical factory. Oh, damn. We're just down to 2 things now. You can spot bears via the snorkels. Okay. Chat's got tactics. Okay, we're down to 19 meals. Happy birthday, Jennifer Connelly. Today's not her birthday. Don't start. Imagine living on a floating city. No, we'll be living the dream soon when we play Raft again. I'll try to go over and get those taters. Looks like we got corn there too. Taters would be good though. I'm thinking like I want to empty these supply thingies and put the extendos there. $55 today and still looking good. Don't even start. The day after I talked about Jennifer Connelly, it's her birthday. Raft 2. I don't think there's a Raft 2, but I'd be down to play that. I want them to make a Raft 2. I'd play that. Raft was like a little project game that was like on itch.io. Very simple, easy one. He was born December 12th, 1970. Oh, gotcha. Range of these fish. Well, I believe it, Chad. I believe it. I believe it was their birthday today. I don't think I need that rotor anymore. Got one air filter. Takes 2 though, doesn't it? Yeah. So I'll need more mushrooms to make another air filter. What's up, Frog Eater? Welcome, dude. Welcome, welcome. Looks good. Your birthday's the 31st of October, in case anybody wants to add it to the calendar. Happy birthday, dude. Oh, I can't even, like, give points to farming. Farming's not even something we can have people experienced in. I guess crops are just kind of stun locked to whatever speed. Okay, that makes sense. Can't really make a crop grow faster than, I guess. Let's do crafting per usual. And then we're getting closer to our objective. Yeah, there's Anno on the channel. We tried the new one. Played it a lot. Got some cool stuff from Anno as well at ! Instagram. So if you want to see what they sent me, just the other day it arrived, ! Instagram. Follow me now. Operators are standing by. Do it. Okay, we may have to have extendo overflow. Build 2 extra mega extendo storages, and then we'll try to get rid of these ones. And I might be able to upgrade these, maybe? I might be able to put big ones in there. Hey, what's up, Rod? Welcome back. Have an extendo. All them foods being cooked up. A lot of storage, man. Have we got corn? I am growing a little bit of corn, yeah. We've got 4 now. So I can start adding that to the thing here. I'm imagining what recipes the game may have for us, like bread, maybe corn tortillas or something. Fish tacos, pasta with the tomatoes, maybe. I don't know. Just guessing. Up Jay. BK declaring she's retiring from streaming but wants to be a part of the Raft stream. Should we pre-cancel Raft or are we actually fully locked in? Don't flip-flop on me. We need commitment. We need steadfast righteousness towards content creation to do the right thing. You're gonna need credit for being early to the morning stream that didn't happen. Did you check the schedule and the pre-scheduled live stream? You can't give credit if employees don't do due diligence. But, as it has been for the last 3 years, at the top of the schedule, in red text with a white background, schedule is subject to change at any time. You just bought this game? Oh, well, enjoy. Yeah, Pax Romana sent some cool stuff. I got something cool for from Death Howl as well for 11-Bit Studios. I'll put a picture of that up probably, maybe tomorrow, but we'll play Death Howl tonight, I think, because I like all the 11-Bit Studios games. I think they do some... They either publish or try to make some very interesting games, and I want to see everything they do. Not all of them are going to be bangers, but I think they're more leaning towards the good and great side than, you know, cash crap. Although we'll see with that new Frostpunk, 1886, but, I mean, yeah, Frostpunk's Frostpunk. We'll see. We don't know till we play, so we'll see. Boop, boop, boop. So we're going to go east. We could stop at the corn farm. My display artifact would be amazing. Yeah. Well, if I ditched the green screen and never had a wall behind me, you know, streamer law dictates that the wall has to be of a, you know, pink and purple mix. Pink, blue, purpley kind of, you know, streamer, pink, purple, blue. Has to be. Can't do orange, can't do red, can't do any of that. Then it'd probably have to be like I need 83 plushies behind me. Wait. What's back there? There's something back there. Yep, everything would have to be RGB. All that stuff, I don't like that because I feel like I don't care how energy efficient or whatever LEDs are. I just feel like that's gonna During the summers, that's just going to increase the temperature of the room by 50 degrees. In the winter, it's nice because I can, in the office I'm in, it's rather cozy with the PC, making enough heat to keep the room relatively warm. I still turn the heat on from time to time, but that's when it gets like below like 5 degrees Celsius or lower. Oh, is that a graveyard? Oh, yeah. More food up here, it looks like. Man, I don't know how I feel about that Ace Combat announcement last night. I want to see what the Ace Combat community is talking about. Wings of Thieves, I think it was called. Yeah, there was new Frostpunk announced. It's a remake of the first game, but I think it was announced like earlier this year. Frostpunk 1886. 11-Bit Studios had an event on the 8th that showed a little bit more of the game a little bit. Oh, good. 9 corn. I'm going to try to avoid cooking corn and just use it as a crop first to get them numbers up. Music makes you think of Cast and Chill. That was a great game. I love everything about it. So we're gonna, I think when we get enough stuff, we'll maybe make a beeline to the factory. Okay, so we'll wait for the potatoes and stuff to be done, and then we're out of here. I need that boat to go get the corn, and then we're good. Still seems like there's more corn, but not the crop, I guess. Seems like they leave the stock intact, so maybe it could regrow. Maybe there's a chance for things to renew itself. Okay, we gotta stop for a moment. Charging the battery. All right. See if we can get to that factory. I'll need to charge a little bit here before we... Yeah, we spotted signs of life. 2 survivors here, okay. We're gonna need to charge batteries again. Resident Evil Raft. How about cannibalism? What? Can you build another tugboat to make it move fast with all the new weight? Tugboat would increase our weight capacity, but I think we've already upgraded our speed as much as we can. I think. There's an upgrade we got called Torque Thruster, which increased the town's movement speed by 25. And then Lubricant, which reduced the energy cost by 10%. So we can move further and faster than before. But I don't know if we've hit, like, max. Damn, look at all this. We got all these nibblers now. We just need more potatoes, which we're about to get. Potatoes are about to grow and be harvested, so then they can make more. There's also food there at that restaurant. Oh, wait, don't. Is that for oil? What is that? Polluted goop. Unrefined. Okay, polluted goop might be something we need to make oil, and since we're about to get the chemist, maybe we'll gather some of that to see what that happens to be. DJ Babble. All right. We're on crafting. I feel like I want to do 2 farm fields of potatoes that alternate to have the speed of how long it takes to grow potatoes. I don't know if we have enough water to do that yet, though. But food's like working so far, so we're okay. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, refinery equals goop? Yeah, the chemist might give me something to unlock that. We'll see. We'll get some goop. There we go. Food coming into storage now. And a little bit more to get. In order to move further, we could also extend our batteries a bit. Outpost would be cool, yeah. Would be cool. Add another battery here. Awesome. Potatoes were just harvested. All 3 grills are rocking. Nice. Let's get a little closer here. There's an aluminum factory. We need that. Metal's always good. Another generator maybe just in case. Physica. You found my tracking barrel. Brilliant. I was wondering why the ping stopped. Part of my research, and I've stumbled upon something incredible. Behold, a new strain of bacteria called Placticus intolenus, or just polluted goop. It eats plastic, metabolizes it, and leaves behind oil. Ah. Turns trash into oil. Back into oil, yes. I was testing different strains, but the power cut out. Now I'm stuck. Take me with you and I'll give you everything my brain has to offer. You got it. Brilliant. My research continues. Awesome. So now we can make oil. And then that means we can get oil power. This is bad. This place is very toxic. Probably gonna need that goop then. I need to go get some mushrooms. I gotta make more air filters. Those are kind of hard to find. Mushrooms are kind of a hard thing to get. When we do find them, there's maybe like 8, and then that makes like 2 air filters. Well, like 4 air filters, and then that's enough for 2 houses. Before we rig up oil production pipeline, I need a chemical lab. We'll use it to refine coolant, which is vital for keeping the refinery from melting down the town. Alright, so he needs... What do you want me to research? Chemical lab. Chemical lab. Then the oil refining. Okay. It'll be a hell of a bit of research. A bit of firewood there too. Grab that. We do that for like the phase 2 potato plant phase, Operation Tato. Operation Tato, that's what it'll be. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, we're looking pretty good on tools and stuff. Man, the toxic thing really takes a toll on the town. It's something that doesn't get better, it only gets worse. The longer we stay here, the worse it is. We could move people through houses, though, like take the most polluted, tell them to stay at a house that has the air filters, then have them move out and switch around with somebody else. Almost like a sick bay. That should be a thing in the game where it's like you should have a kind of a detox quarantine zone, because there is a way to manually do that. Have people move in and out of a house that has, you know, protection and filtration. Ooh, it's gonna be out again too. You're surprised the mushrooms aren't protected by badgers? Oh, it's a snake. It's a badger. Mushroom. Mushroom, mushroom. Glad we got the chemist, though. Is the research done? Okay, it's approaching about halfway. Almost. Getting there. Get a little bit more firewood and factory metal. Oh, we're full. Well, if we're full, we should probably leave Toxicville then. I'm not gonna stay there any longer than we should. We'll come back for the goop. Seems like there's plenty of goop. All right, now I want to go find another toxic area so we can get mushrooms. Jesus. Captain, we're picking up several radio signals. Oh, good. We get to find somebody else now. Chef or the architect? I feel like chef so we can kind of permanently solve our food problems. Then the architect so we can redesign the town. And then maybe the aquaculturalist so we can get more food. And I don't know about the bird keeper for now. Now let's just do the chef. Because we're producing all this food now. We may as well make good use of it. Low energy warning, freezer energy reserve at 4%. Recommend immediate attention. Maintenance ping from a restaurant freezer. Back in the day, fancy places had smart units like this. If it's still humming, it might be holding food. Where? Over there. Oh, another good distance. Not too far, though. I guess we'll just have to go around. That's not even that far at all. Not even that far. Okay, let's start our fishing. And we are getting low on food, so I'm going to do the emergency reserves of nibblers. We're lacking some potatoes, so... Alright, though, it's a better meal than the other thing. And seaweed. Oh, the seagulls will collect plastic, seaweed, wood, and freeze up the boats for islands. Oh, okay. So the seagulls go out and pick up stuff from the water, and then the boats are best for going to the islands. Okay, cool. That's cool. Thank you for telling me, because I honestly had no clue what they could be for. Neat. All right, let's save, and we got to go to fancy foods, fancy sauce. And we're going to get Le Chef. That's going to be cool. Alright guys, that's going to be all for this morning's stream of Flotsam. We'll probably be playing Raft in the next couple of weekends too, so get ready for that one. But I'm going to send you all live right now to another video here on the channel of a game that I think we saw more of, I don't know if it was at the Game Awards, but it was just before. But it's been released and a lot of people are liking it. Turn-based tactical strategy by the name of RuneScape Warlords. So click or tap the link, pop it up in the chat, and I'll send you over to that premiere. And then we'll be back with some military logistics simulator. I think Nicholas and Arctic J, and we'll see who else may show up for that one, where we get to build and I think manage a military base too. So click or tap the link in the chat for more awesome games on the channel, and I'll see you fine folks in a bit for our next big Omega stream. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll be back soon for more Flotsam. That'd be awesome. Cool. Bye.